Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Battle of 64 Championship 2.0 Arena tournament conducted by Chessbrainz. I am Coach Rajesh, and with me today is Coach Sanskriti. Hi, Sanskriti. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, Rajesh. How are you?
I'm good. So, are you excited to stream today's tournament
Yeah,
of
I'm
chess?
definitely looking forward to it. And there's a lot of title players even joining us. So I'm so excited.
Yes, I agree. A lot of international masters with a really high rating. And also, what's more exciting this time is we have a huge prize pool this time. So their prize pool is 64,000 rupees, and there are so many prizes. And the first prize is 15,000 rupees. So, well, I think there's going to be a tough competition today between all
Definitely.
these competitors. Yes. So, okay, what do you think about how this tournament is going to be? Is any students of yours taking part in the tournament, Coach Sanskriti?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of students from Chessbrainz are going to participate, and also, such like a thing that stands out from this tournament is that, like I said, title players are joining. Also, another thing that we have such good cash prize, and players can join from their home again, which is a very good thing.
Yes, perfect. And I would say chess brains are really taking a lot of initiative to conduct these tournaments to upgrade the skills of the chess players as well as the teachers as well. I noticed a lot of teachers have also joined in the tournament from the academy. So I think it'll be a very competitive atmosphere for the students as well as the teachers.
Definitely,
Right.
it's such a
So
great initiative.
Yes, I accept it. So, okay. So, I think there are also some category prices for kids under the age of 7, under the age of 10, under the age of 13. I think it's going to be really motivating for people of all levels. So, I think the tournament which happened previous month, the same tournament, probably you could mention it as 1.0, was a huge success as well. A lot
Yeah,
of participants playing in it, right? I was spectating the tournament personally, and the competition was quite heavy. So,
definitely. Even I was playing in that tournament.
oh, very nice. How did he do in that tournament?
Yeah, it was pretty good, but definitely like there were a lot of players. So yeah, this time I'm excited. And as you can see on the screen, we have like title players joining us today.
True. There's four IMs, a candidate master, a WIM, and all of them are very high rated chess players. And even the untitled players have a pretty high rating. I think this 2000 will keep going on for a very long time. Yes, there are 24 participants who are above the rating 2000, and there are many more to join.
That's
There's a lot of time for the tournament to start. And we
that's
have
true.
enrolled 500 plus students this time for the tournament. So the competition is going to be pretty heavy. I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah, there is one more WIM here. So many title players. I'm really excited to uh, look at the games which are going to be
Yeah,
played.
like it's half an hour more for the tournament to start. So we already see like few players have joined the stand like in the tournament hall, as you can see.
Yes, I agree.
So more will
So
join later.
yes, I agree. So there's going to be a lot of heavy competition today. So I think there will be also a guest joining with us today, which we will be revealing who. I think the guest is going to be pretty obvious. So, and also there are a lot of heavy tournaments going on these days. Recently, I have
Definitely.
seen the FIDE World Blitz and FIDE World Rapid has happened, right? What do you
Also the
think about those?
GCL. You should not
Yes.
forget the GCL.
Oh, yes, of course. So many heavy tournaments played by top level players. Tournaments are way more common these days, and it's only fair that we also compete with them to conduct more tournaments and improve our players as well as our coaches.
Yeah.
So,
And I see a
okay.
lot of viewers have joined us. Like, tell us where are you joining from? We would also love to know what's your rating if you got any.
Yes, of course. So viewers, please tell me
Yeah.
what your rating is and where you're watching the stream from in the comment section in the YouTube section. So, okay. So let's have a look at the participants. Just
Yeah, I
Angelito.
think more people are joining in.
Yes, so many are joining. Probably we could see their names after everyone has joined. So, okay. So, what are your thoughts about these tournaments which are conducted by Chessbrainz coach Sanskriti?
First of all, like lot of players do like to play blades bullet, so this is a great opportunity for them. And especially like nowadays everyone plays on like chess.com, so again it's very convenient. And that too we have such good cash prizes. So again, like I said, there's global exposure, people are joining from different countries, and we also have strong competition here. So I think it's really overall a great opportunity for all the categories. Like you can see, we have category prizes, and even though it's open tournament, we have everyone joining from different like ages.
True, true. I think there will be some old participants as well as very young participants in the tournament who are all fighting for the trophy. So, okay, I think we can have a look at what we are going to do in these tournaments. So, we will be having, there are so many participants even at the lower rating level, which I've noticed. Looks like everyone is competing. You can see a
Yeah.
lot of players who are rated below 1000, rated from 1000 to 1500, 1500 to 2000. It's going to be a very nice tournament.
And a lot of chess-based students also I see joining. Like in the
Yes,
username, you can see CB. That's so
yes.
good to see.
So all the CB students are from Chessbrainz. A huge shout out to all the students who are actively taking part in the tournament and competing, even though They know that there are going to be title players, yet they are showing their confidence and playing in such a strong event, and they're going to play very well. I hope so. So all the best
Yeah.
for all the participants of the tournament. So
So
okay.
Rajesh, what do you think about, this format which is there, like 3+0?
Yeah, I think 3+0 is very competitive. I would personally recommend 3+0 compared to 1+0, which is bullet. So
Of
it
course.
gives ample time for the players to think about their moves, and also it's not too slow. So I would personally recommend Blitz matches to be played by students because, okay, too much of Blitz is not going to be a huge bonus, but if you play it occasionally, it will develop your intuition and your ability to find tactics in a quick time. And
Yes,
eventually, in any game which you play, classical or rapid or blitz, you will get into time trouble. And it is then where your intuition will really help you. So
that's
that is
that's
my
really
perspective about it.
great insight. And we have one comment they're asking: Is 3 minutes enough for kids? What do you think?
Okay, that is a really good question.
So
So
I
it
would like
depends
to
on
answer
how,
first.
yeah,
Yeah. So
please tell
from my
me.
experience, kids love to play fast. So definitely one thing is that, they would enjoy playing the tournament, and also like they are able to play with so many players. Like it's arena tournament, right? So they can play a lot of matches. So that is there. Yeah, I feel kids will definitely enjoy 3 minutes game.
Sure. Yes, I know a lot of students of mine who love 3-minute games. They just love to play quick games, get quick wins, and move on. So I think, yeah, as for the comment, yes, 3 minutes is quite enough for the kids, but they must also make it a habit to play slower time formats as well. They should not be
Definitely.
too
Yeah.
focused on slow. There must be a balance to everything. So,
Yes. Yes.
yes, very
I
nice.
agree. Yes. And we already have our guest in the comment section. So
Yes, I can see there are a lot
this
of
is
people who are
excited.
excited in the comment section to look. They are looking forward towards the tournament. So very nice. I'm also super excited to see our guest in the comment section as well as a lot more participants here. So okay, I think if you have any of your kids participating in the tournament, please let me know in the comments so we can, if we can see, we can look at
We
their
have
games as well.
one more audience had written, can we change to 5 minutes? Definitely, you can. But I feel like if you're playing Blitz, 3 or 5 is fine. But like Rajesh said, you should also try the rapid formats, the slow time control, which can help improve the game. So it's all about like being able to play in all kinds of formats, not just stick to one format. That's what I
True.
would say.
There must be a balance. It's same for learning chess as well. Some people are
Yes.
too focused on learning the openings, some people are too focused on just solving tactics, but there must be a balance. You must have your fair share of looking at end games, middle games, openings, and so on. As long as there
So,
is balance, the student will improve as a player. So yes, tell
yeah.
me, Coach
So, what
Sanskriti.
do you think, Rajesh? Like in this format, what area of chess should people focus on? Like opening, middle game, end game. Like if they want to play Blitz.
In Blitz, I would just recommend them to keep solving tactics because most of the positions is about how alert you are to tactics. And obviously, on the top level, where as you can see, there are a lot of international masters as well. I think
Yes.
opening prep also plays a huge role. If you get a very comfortable position right off the opening, you don't have to think for making plans. You can just keep moving with the flow, it's very easy to make moves. But if you're stuck in a position where it's not very comfortable and you find it very difficult to make moves, then eventually it will affect your clock. And also one very important thing which you have to note is that there is no increment. So once you go below 30 seconds or 20 seconds, it's going to be very difficult to come back from that. So
Yeah.
I
So players have to be very quick and again
yes,
play precisely. So that is one thing. And
true.
here,
There's
someone has
no room
written,
for playing
I'm
slowly
playing.
or trying to drift apart from thinking. Focus is very important. So, yep. So, what is the favorite time format for you, Sanskriti? Do you
For
think
me,
you enjoy Blitz?
it's definitely rapid.
No.
I am not the blitz or bullet person. I would like to take my time and play.
I think, yes, I could say the same. I also enjoy Rapid more than Blitz or Bullet. But yeah, it depends on I think I usually don't find much time to play Rapid games, so I occasionally enjoy Blitz games as well. But yeah, Rapid is always fun. We know that if we make a mistake, it's our mistake, and it's not because of the time that we are losing the game. It could be very
True, true.
frustrating if you lose on time. So,
Yeah.
okay.
But also like kids nowadays, they are so quick that I play rapid and they would play blitz in that. So it's like you
Oh,
have so
true.
much time, but they are so quick.
Exactly. True. I think, yeah, kids are very intimidating by playing very quick. And for some reason, they're also quite good. So it's very
Yeah,
difficult
that's
to,
true.
yes. So,
So
okay,
someone has
looking at,
been like I'm feeling very scared for the tournament. So it happens like if you're playing for the first time or if you're just new. But again, I would say since it's online, so it's more of a safe environment rather than just playing over the board. So you can definitely see how this one goes for you.
exactly. So, a fear, everyone must have felt fear while playing in a tournament, including me. I'm pretty sure
Me
Sanskriti
too.
might have felt
Yeah,
it as well. So, it's a pretty natural thing to feel. So,
yeah,
what's important is that since you have enrolled for the tournament, it means that you are not afraid to face these participants. So, I know when
definitely.
the moment comes closer to playing the tournament, you might feel a bit nervous or a bit afraid, but the biggest part is done because I have seen so many players not even enrolling for the tournament because they're afraid to take part. So when
Yeah,
you
like
take
they are scared of losing, so they would rather not participate. But you have
exactly,
enrolled and you're showing up and you're playing, that itself a huge thing.
exactly. So there is no such thing as losses. Either you win or you get experience. So there's
Well
nothing to
said.
be afraid of. So okay.
We
So
have
I
a lot
think
more viewers joining us. Are you guys
yes, I can
excited
see
for
you.
today?
Well, I hope they are excited as much as we are. So okay.
We are definitely going to have so much insights because, as you guys know, should we reveal the guest? I think they already know.
Yes, I agree. So okay, I think so many comments have been popping up. So you just have to enter the link and you have to click on join, and it will be quite easy for you to join. For for people who have any difficulty in enrolling in the tournament, please contact the admins who will provide you
Yeah,
ample information. So,
yeah,
okay,
they will
I
guide you
think
through
it's
the
time for
process.
our guest to appear on the screen. We will welcome our grandmaster, Mr. Narayan Srinath.
Hi,
Hey,
Hi, Srinath. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good
hi,
too.
Srinath sir.
Hi, Rajesh. Hi, Sanskriti. Hi, everyone.
Yes, we are.
I'm so excited to be joining today.
Yeah,
Okay.
Srinath sir, how does it feel to join the tournament for the second time?
It's super exciting. I think last time there was an insane amount of participation, and this time also it looks pretty strong. The field, I see some really strong players.
Yeah,
Um, in the top amongst the top 10 seats there is Gautam Krishna, who is
okay.
also a student of mine, and he had a uh, very interesting end to the year. He had at some point he was amongst the uh, he was close to the leaders in the world rapid and blitz, and then there were points where he also struggled a lot. He's amongst the top 10 seats. He finished second in the national championship last year, and I see a lot of very strong players from uh, internationally as well amongst the top few seats. So I think it's going to be a pretty exciting tournament, and it's still quite some time for the first move. So I'm sure a lot more strong players will also be joining pretty soon.
I
Yeah,
agree. It's very nice. So I
thank you,
believe
thank you
that
so
Gautam Krishna has had a very nice tournament since you mentioned. I was also spectating the tournament and I was quite surprised to see an international master amongst the huge names, you know. It's not even common to see a grandmaster of 2500 level to be in the top unless they have played really well. It was a really good performance. So and for those who don't know about Srinath, I think there will be only very few in the chess audience who don't know. He has coached a lot of top level chess players from India, and he has been the coach of India's national team as well. So he has a huge experience in the coaching field, and he is considered to be one of the top coaches of India. So I think it's really
And
nice to
he
have
is
you here
the
to.
mentor for our Chessbrainz Academy, which is really such a pleasure, sir.
Yeah, the pleasure is mine.
Okay. So I think since you mentioned that you have a student here, I can kind of guess who's your favorite to win this tournament, who you would be rooting for. So I believe, okay, I think there are so many more players to join, so many ranked players. So what do you think about the candidates tournaments which are going to happen very soon, Srinath? Who do you think is going to be having a wonderful tournament, or who's going to finish as the World Championship contender?
The good thing about only having one Indian player in the candidates is at least there's not a lot of confusion on who to root for,
Yeah,
and my my support is completely towards Prag for the candidates, and I think he's also amongst the top three favorites. But Hikaru and Fabiano are probably the top two favorites in the candidates in terms of the playing strength and the amount of experience they have in the stage. But yeah, uh, I'm uh, I'm really excited to. I'm really excited at the prospect of a Prague Gukesh World Championship match, which would be, I think, crazy. And something like this hasn't happened in, I think, the last 40 years since the times of Kaspro Karpo. We haven't had two players playing for the World Championship, undisputed World Championship match from the same country. So that would be something massive.
true. It'll be a huge boost for Indian chess as well, right? So I think
Absolutely.
India is gaining a lot of dominance. I could say almost as good as the dominance which Russia had long back. As you mentioned, Kasparov, Karpov, and I also believe Kasparov, Kramnik were also from the same country. So I think they're just, it was always between the Russians. Now you can see Indians booming everywhere. So also to engage with the comments, I think that someone has mentioned that their 7-year-old kid is playing for the first time and how we can guide them to start after logging into Lichess. So I think it's very interesting and very good that your kid is enrolling in such a huge event at a very young age. And talking about Lichess, you just have to enter the click button and you can check with the admins of our academy. They will guide you. So
Someone has also written they will miss Arjun in candidates.
oh, yes, of course. I have to say that it would be very interesting if Arjun have joined. It would have added a new set of dynamics to the tournament. So I have seen games of Arjun Erikasi. We all have, and he's not a player who takes quick draws. He likes to keep fighting. So he's not going to give a draw and walk away after 20 moves. He's just such a great player. So Srinath, do you have any experience with coaching Erigasi or working with Erigasi for the national team?
Yeah, Arjun was also my personal student. So we worked till around 2023, and Arjun is an absolute beast. He generates so much power on the board in the sense that I think one of the most important attributes in chess is how quickly you can calculate, how quickly you can spot certain things. And Arjun is maybe one of the fastest in that sense, one of the players who can see the most per second, so to speak. I think even today there was this a very fine example in the game between Arjun against the legend Vishy Anand, where Arjun spotted a brilliant tactic at the very end
Oh,
and
yes.
won a very convincing game.
Yeah, I believe that Queen C8 move, right? It was very
Yes,
nice.
Queen C8.
I saw the game just a few hours back. It was very nice. Beautiful move. And playing it against Anand himself, the legend of Indian chess, it would have felt very good. So it's very nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So
So, Srinath sir, coming back to this, format, what do you think? What mindset should players have while they are playing, Blitz?
I think with Blitz, it's all about practice. You need to have a lot of prior practice, and in a tournament like this with 3+0, from here it's all about letting your muscle memory take over. Whatever you have practiced over the years, over the last few months, is going to be replicated. But I think it's very, very important practice. I also saw a lot of questions in the chat about the suitability of the time format for young kids, and I think there's nothing wrong as such playing Blitz, regardless of your age, because it has become more and more important to be faster in chess. The time controls are becoming shorter and shorter. And last year we had the World Esports Championship, which was 10+0, 10 minutes with no increment. And we had the World Championship in that format, which would have been unimaginable 20 years ago when I was growing up. When I was growing up, there was a time when the online chess was just starting to flourish. It was just starting to get popular. And I remember there was a lot of people against me spending a lot of time playing online, and people were of the opinion that nothing good will ever come from playing online chess, online Blitz. And this was 20 years ago, when I feel it was already starting to get a little outdated. And now we have literally reached a point where we have the World Esports Championship, which is 10+0, with a very, very serious tournament with a lot of prize money. We have the World Rapid, the World Blitz Championship again, which is a very serious tournament. And even the FIDE Classical World Championship, the ultimate prize for all players, also contains a lot of elements where you need to be very fast. We have a fast classical version, which is going to start pretty soon. And also the qualification tournaments, like for instance the World Cup, there is a lot of elements. The tiebreak happens in rapid and blitz format, and we had several top Indian players getting out of the World Cup despite not losing a single game in classical chess. They lost, a lot of them lost only in rapid or blitz. Arjun, Vidit, Harikrishna, all of them, Prag, and yet they got out of the World Cup because they lost in the rapid or blitz. So times are changing, and playing fast is also, I think, a very, very important skill, which can be developed as with anything else with practice. And having that practice from an early age, I think, will certainly give an edge over those who don't have that kind of practice.
That's
so
really a great perspective. I think viewers and even me, we should take note of this. That we should be definitely be able to practice or play in blitz format as well.
definitely. So I would like to ask a question to Srinath. Oh, do you prefer playing shorter time controls or the long ones?
In recent times, I prefer the shorter format a little more because simply because I don't spend as much time playing. But if I had I think classical chess has a little more beauty towards it. It has a little more depth, and it allows you to create more beauty because there is more time to create it. So, due to time constraints, I prefer the faster formats now. But in general, I think classical chess is also pretty beautiful. And if time was not a factor, then I would probably prefer classical chess.
Perfect. That's nice. So, looking at the number of participants, we are getting closer to 400, 350 actually. So, I think there are so many more players who have joined, and I think it's going to be really wonderful to see the games here. So,
Yeah, Srinath sir, I would like to ask you, there are a lot of strong Indian players nowadays. So what's your take on the upcoming chess generation and, the future of Indian chess world?
I think the future of Indian chess is in pretty good hands. Firstly, ironically, the present set of players is also in a way the future, because you see, two of them are still juniors, top under 20. Gukesh and Prag. If you look at the top juniors in the world champion is also top junior because he's still under 20. He's just 19 years old. He's going to be there for the next 10 years or more at the top. And Arjun is also pretty young. He's around 22. And we have Nihal, who recently broke through in the to the 2700 club and won the Tata Steel Rapid Championship. And he's slowly gaining in confidence and joining his other colleagues at the top. So we have these four players who are going to be there for the next 10 years, and they're definitely going to be in the top 25 and higher. And a little bit below, we also have promising players like Ilam Parthi and Ethan Mas, who I'm also working with. Then Gautam Krishna, who is playing in the tournament. They're around 15 to 16 years old, a few years younger than the current world champion. And down below, at the age of 10, also we have several promising talents. So we have Charvi, who's coming up amongst the girls and was recently had a live rating of 2300 and was one of the youngest ever in the history to get to that rating. We also have several promising young players amongst the boys as well. One of the players who comes to my mind, again, another student of mine, Arit Kapil, who he's not that high rated right now. He's just 21-33, but he has already drawn against Magnus Carlsen in a tournament, in an online tournament, online Blitz tournament. And I have played a few training games against him, and he's incredibly fast and has the potential to be another very strong prodigy from India. So I think the future of India is in pretty safe hands, although a lot of them are still quite underrated. So their rating quite doesn't reflect their strength yet, but the strength and the potential is definitely there.
That's great. So inspiring to get these insights.
yes, and as we talk about Indian chess, I think the tournament is going to start pretty soon. It's going to start very soon. And those who haven't joined yet, well, late, please try to join quickly. And I think the tournaments will begin. Okay. And also, if I haven't mentioned, this is going to be an arena tournament, which means games will be played for 1 whole hour. So they will you can play as multiple games as you want, and the one who gets the most number of wins, more highest score, is going to be in the top. So let's select one game which people have played. Okay, I think we can select some game which is ongoing. Would you do you have any preference from the top?
Anything works. I think we can maybe go to one of the top games
Okay.
and have an idea. Meanwhile, do hit the like button, people, so that more people will know that we are streaming right now and more people join. And subscribe to Chessbrainz if you haven't. Meanwhile, we have the game between Gautam Krishna again with the white pieces against Dr. Melikus, whose name
Okay.
I'm not quite familiar with,
I think he's
but
from okay, I'm not sure, but he has 3,000 bullets, so he's a pretty strong player from what I can see. So they both are pretty quick, and as we can see, okay, I think the
yeah,
position
I
of
have also played several times against Dr. Melikus, but I don't know. I just don't know the name. And both the players have Berserk, which means they have lost. They give up half of their time. They start with 90 seconds instead of 3 minutes, but in return, they get more points than what
price.
they would get in an arena. And
A
the
very
position
unique
is about
position.
uh,
Yes, this is just.
The position is really
I
nice for white.
Yes, white looks pretty good. And his knight is, I think, yeah, white has a very solid positional advantage here from my perspective.
It's not a lot of time remaining for white, but also when you're playing online, the 24 seconds that he has remaining is a lot more than the same amount of time offline. Where it takes a certain amount of time to take your hand and make that move offline. But online, you can make at least 10 moves in 1 second if you know which move you're going to make. And on the Lichess server, you can make even more moves if you're able to pre-move faster than your opponent. So it gives you that time if you have a good position. But yeah, now black is starting to take over and white is under enormous pressure.
True. Yeah, but is black gonna keep giving checks or no? I don't think so. I think the time is really affecting white.
Yeah, and since
Otherwise,
there's no increment.
yes, white is more concerned about not. Oh, I said checkmate. Okay, I think. Oh, not check. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay, I think that. Okay, it's quite an intense game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, black is nothing better than
White
giving
has
checks.
enough time just to make these pre-moves. So
True. Yeah, I don't
black,
think. Yes. Okay. Well, that's
yeah.
one thing when you do Berserk, it's going to be a little bit tough, I believe. So, okay, let's get back to the tournament and we shall see. Oh, there is one Grandmaster who has joined.
Yeah,
Also,
Grandmaster, who is actually my
Oh,
namesake.
okay. Oh, that's nice. Okay. So let us see what's happening in that top level game as well. There's a grand game which is going here. And I think white is clearly winning. And he has a time advantage as well. So I think this position is going to be pretty comfortable here.
Yeah, he certainly is going to win this game. The Berserk will
Yeah,
give him extra points, and I think he's also maybe one of the strongest favorites to win this tournament. I certainly think he's the strongest player in this field.
probably. Well, it is also, yeah, he's an elite level player. We can see that his rating is quite high as well in Bullet. So he's going to be the quickest, strongest player in this event. Well, I think there are more players who will be joining. So
oh,
let
that's
us
a check.
uh, Yes, let's have a look at this standings. Let's have a look at from the mid table just to see if there is any interesting names which can go. Oh, okay. So probably we'll try to choose one of the Chessbrainz student games. I think there is one game which is going here. And yes, looking at the game, it's a London system. And Starfish Pikachu sounds very familiar, also from Chessbrainz, I believe. And let us have a look at this game. So, okay, I have a question for Sanskriti as well as Srinath. Do you think there is knight c6 is a serious error when it comes to playing these queen's pawn positions?
Uh,
Srinath, yeah.
yeah, it's not ideal. It's not ideal to put the knight on c6 because it blocks the c pawn, and quite often you want to play c5 in these positions to try and challenge white center. And in fact, I would go ahead one step ahead and advise the players who are playing black to try and get the c8 bishop out first before playing the pawn to e6.
Okay.
So it just becomes easier to develop. If you see white's formation, white plays the bishop to f4, which is why London is one of the most versatile openings which has stood the test of time. You take that bishop out first, and then you play the pawn to e3. Your development becomes easier. And for black, I would advise to do the same. Play the bishop first to f5, and then you put your pawn to e6, and your bishop is out into the game. And in the opening, in the first few moves, I think this is the most important thing, to try and find a way to get all our pieces out into the game. By playing e6, which is not a wrong move, it's also a very possible move, but it just becomes a little more difficult to get that c8 bishop out. So I personally advise people to start with bishop f5 when they're starting out. And then, once you play e6, then the next step is then to try and get that c8 bishop out. So usually you need to get the pawn to c5 for that.
Yes, true. So
So,
in that
Srinath here,
perspective,
do you
yes.
think like the small inaccuracies can make like huge role or difference in the game?
Yes, it does because your further problems it gets compounded by the inaccuracies we make at the beginning. So when our pieces are on good squares, the tactics and other things flow automatically. But when the pieces are not on good squares, then it becomes more and more difficult. So this knight g4, knight h6 is another example. The knight was well placed on f6, but the knight going to a corner, it controls a lot less squares. And suddenly, after queen c2, black has a very difficult problem to solve uh, the attack against the h7 pawn. And he loses that pawn by playing the queen to f6. So it gets compounded. And now white wins a pawn with bishop at h7 check. The bishop goes back e5 with the threat of e4. White sees it. He takes the pawn, knight into e5, queen into e5. And then finally, white starts developing the pieces on the queen side. Yes, absolutely correct. Black had to take
He
with the
thinks
pawn and with the queen.
yes, and take care of the pawns. So should have been good. Oh, bishop. Oh, this is an interesting but not so interesting. Do you think it might work? Okay, yeah, knight f3 is probably the
Yeah.
simplest way to deal with if he goes here. Still, everything is defended. So I think white is having a pretty interesting position here. And yeah, white is having the upper hand.
And
Well,
black is
hopefully
going
the time.
all in.
Yes. Well, I think that's the only hope for black to win the game. So, but rook
Yes.
e5. Okay, I think this is kind of a bait to see if the knight takes. I would probably recommend going like this if black is going all out, but okay. This is oh, okay. I think he still can escape, can he? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I think the white intended it, which is why he played rook d1 on the previous move.
Probably, yes. Okay, I think white is having a pretty fine position, and he can't go with queen here because of rook h1, the consequences of
Yeah.
losing the h7 pawn. So this is going to be, yeah, I think our
Also,
students
like
will
you
be
see
up
the
to us.
time, white is
Yes,
time is
white is having, oh, okay. So, oh yeah, white is having 30 seconds. So black is the one
Yeah.
having 1 minute. So it might be quite intense. But I think,
Yeah, white
yeah,
is having less time, and maybe short term, black might win this game due to time. But
true.
long term, the way white played in this game, I think, is going to help a lot more with the long term development. And in time,
True.
the white player who might lose on time or who might not will also learn how to play fast and win these positions. Oh, he's won the
Oh,
queen
I
as
think
well.
he missed. Okay, yeah. He went here, but yeah, either way, he won the queen. And oh, I think checkmate is quite possible. Something like here after, yeah. Oh, yeah, then here, I think this is simple, right? Oh, no, it's not. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think the king might go here.
get the
Okay, yeah.
queen, get the rook, everything in.
Yes. Okay, pretty
There's
close.
also a nice challenge to be able to win these situations under pressure, under 25 seconds. And if you're
Yes,
able to do this under 20 seconds, then it's just going to be so much easier to do it in a rapid game.
true. And also, it breaks down the nervous feeling which you might have when you have a better position and the time clicking in an over the board game. So, this is quite
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. Oh, I think checkmate is
Yeah.
going to happen pretty soon, or okay,
He's
quite tempted.
capturing everything.
Yeah, probably to make sure that he at least gets half point if he cannot convert, or I think he will convert it. 6 seconds is more than enough to.
Yeah, now he has more time.
Oh, oh yeah, he also has
oh,
more time. Yes. Okay. Okay.
And
Okay.
that was
Time
very
out.
close.
Okay, that's a very nice tournament. So, okay, there is one more GM. Mitra Baguha is also here as well. Okay, so looks like some more GMs have joined, and apparently it's an untitled player who's at the top who has. Okay, there is a very interesting game going behind the top players, I believe. Let's have a look at this game. So, okay, positions
Angelito
in
RT against Praveen Attacker,
tackle.
with
Yes.
white having a slightly upper hand due to an extra pawn.
Yes. And I think, do you think, okay, I don't think this is a position where the bishop pair would be such a great thing for black. Do you think black could try to get some compensation for the pawn which is lost? I don't think so. Or he
Yeah,
can take
black,
the
I think,
c5
is
back.
regaining the pawn now.
Yes, I can take bishop c5, and this looks quite interesting. The king is
Also,
a
for
bit weak,
the
but
viewers watching us, please like and do subscribe to our channel for more tournaments like this.
oh, okay. I think, yeah, I think this is an important move to make sure. Okay. So is there anything about takes, bishop takes, and probably not much. So, okay, I have a question. So if you were black, would you try to trade the dark square bishops or not?
Um, I think white has just blundered, by the way. Rook into
Yes,
e1.
true.
If yeah, white takes the rook, then black
Yes.
takes the
Yeah,
pawn.
otherwise bishop takes and the queen's hanging. So, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But I don't think queen takes is an option, is it?
No, because of rook e2 check.
Oh, yeah, rookie to intermediate move. It's going to be painful. Yeah, this is going to be troublesome. Okay, so yep, I think now. Oh, okay, a pretty
Rook
intense
f6
game.
and rook
I
h6
think
is
yeah, black is going to win the game. I think so. I think Praveen Attacker is now in the top. I believe, looking at what I
Oh,
can
yeah,
it
a
is
see.
pretty
amazing.
good game as well.
Yes. So I think your student is in the top again. With clean wins against everyone. So, okay,
Yeah, now he's
probably
working.
yes. I think there is, which is the ongoing game now. I think we'll see one more game of your student just to see if it's live. Okay. Oh, it's Praveen Attacker versus your student. I think this is going to be a very interesting game. So,
So this is
think
something of a French defense structure,
for
and I can say Praveen Attacker doesn't have a very convincing opening play, but he's resourceful, so he catches up in the later part of the game.
yes. Is it fine to play H3 here? Like after F3,
It's
H3,
not
but there is
ideal.
yeah. Would you have preferred to play something like Bishop F4 instead, or
Yeah. Bishop f4 some bit definitely.
yes,
It's an instructive
H3?
strategic movement.
Yes, Knight F4, and probably I think, oh yeah, there's some Knight H5 ideas coming up in the future. So, okay. Oh, Bishop E7 is
What
very
is
nice.
their idea for H3?
Sorry, H3 with
What,
the knight of
yeah, the idea behind H3?
idea behind
Uh,
H3, as you can see, Black was attacking this pawn,
Yeah. Hmm.
so he wanted to make sure he doesn't lose the pawn. But yeah, again, they berserk their time, so they just play the first move which comes to their mind. So okay, and I think, and a lot of youngsters are quite, what do you say? You could say quite calculative rather than playing by positional intuition or something. So they are quite computeristic thinking. So they are using brute force calculation to get an
what
advantage, and
happened
they
there? Why did white just blunder the bishop?
no idea. So okay, not idea.
After
Okay, I
c5,
probably
he
think
just
it
played
must
rook
be a pre
d1, which
move.
is super
I
strange.
think it's a pre
Oh,
move. Oh,
And yeah, black won because of that
yeah,
extra
black
piece.
one. Yes, okay. That changes the result at the top. I think yes. But yeah, he had a very nice FIDE rapid tournament as well, right? He is probably one of the most informed players in this tournament, I believe. So, okay, great. Probably we should be seeing some matches from the below category. I'm interested to see Secret Magnus. Is he a familiar player to
yes,
you?
yes.
I just want to
Uh,
see.
Again, I have a feeling I have played against Secret Magnus, but I don't recall the name. Wow, crazy position there. White has
Oh,
Yeah.
down a piece, but white is
true.
trying
Should
to
we
attack
look
the
at the
black king.
opening moves? This looks quite unusual. Oh, okay. Oh, I actually heard that this is one of the topical lines here. Am I right? I think.
Yes.
bishop d4 is one of the topical lines. I'm not sure I understand the reason behind this move. Would you like to explain why bishop g4 is the top move, Srinath?
Again,
What's the
I
idea
would.
behind it?
So black develops a bishop, and black also tries to prevent white from playing the pawn to e3. So it makes it a little harder for white to develop naturally. Normally, they would put the knight on f3, pawn on e3, and bishop on g4 gives black the option to capture on f3 if white plays the knight there. But on the other
True.
hand, the bishop can be attacked by white. So
Yeah.
bishop
So
g4, not quite the move I would recommend to someone starting out. Something like knight f6 is, I think, a simpler way to develop. But bishop g4 is also a valid move.
okay. So okay. This is some already
Again,
quite.
a reminder for the viewers. Yeah, there's someone said it's amazing to watch match like this. Definitely, if you're liking this, please put the like button and do subscribe to your channel as well. All
Okay.
the viewers
E5.
watching.
E5 is a very interesting move, and I think it is also a very good move in this position, backed up by knight b5 and all these d6 squares quite weak. So I think white has the upper hand. What is your perspective about the position, Sanskriti? What do you think is happening in this position?
There's a lot of happening, but I'm more focused on the time control for the black player.
Oh, they're playing quite. Yeah, we
I
have
think I
to
think we should
quickly
go to
look.
the live position because
Yes, and look at what's happening. How many
it's
was
about
it?
to
Oh,
end.
okay. Oh, that was quite intense. Okay. All right. So looks like Secret Magnus have managed to win the game by using a simple ladder checkmate. Okay, let's have a look at the next few games. I think we can take some game random. Okay. Is there any game you would be interested to choose from here? Any names?
Evil Genius.
Yes. I think Evil Genius is the head coach of our academy, is it? Or not really
Yeah, I
sure.
think so. Yeah.
I think so. It's there's a number, Evil Genius 02. Okay, let's have a look at this game. So I believe it started. Okay, a Caracan. Okay, C4. Is it some sort of Pano-Botwinic variation without? Okay, it has a
So the
D4
panel
involved.
bottoming happens with the
This
pawn
is
on d4.
yeah, but now I was just wondering if it was a transposition to Pano-Botwinic. Now, is it? Could say G6. Okay,
I
White
saw
seems to
that
be
bishop
pretty.
on e6 was played. Like,
Yes, Bishop
what do you think
E6.
about that?
Okay, good question.
So bishop on e6 is not a great place to develop if you intend to develop the bishop on f8 by playing the pawn to e6. But in situations like this, where the bishop has been developed to g7, where black has fianched out the bishop, e6 is a pretty fine square for the black light square bishop.
Okay, so
So
also
this
I have
happens
a
in this.
question to add on. Let's assume the bishop is on E3 in this position. Would you still go bishop E6 and allow knight G5, or would you recommend a different place for the bishop?
I think it should still be okay. It depends on the concrete situation. Here, knight g5 is not so threatening. So I think bishop e6 is still okay.
Knight G5
But
probably.
yeah, you can probably f5 would be a better square in that situation with the white bishop on e3. And this is pretty common in openings like this and also the Grunfeld, where the black bishop goes on
Yes.
g7.
Okay, so a lot is happening here.
So, like, usually, if we see, at first instinct, we would assume that bishop e6 is very bad. But now that we got inside that in some positions, it's definitely okay to play that move.
Sure.
Yeah, totally. Bishop on e6 is not great if it blocks the e7 pawn, and in a lot of cases, we don't fianchetto to the bishop. So in those cases, yes. Like I said, it's very important to develop our pieces. That's, I think, the first thing that we have to learn. And learning to develop our pieces is not that easy because there are
Oh,
so many different. Oh,
this
white has
not.
blundered.
Yeah.
No, there's
Okay.
bishop f1.
Oh,
Okay.
there's a bishop F1, right? Yeah, I was
Yeah,
wondering
yeah.
about the same. So, okay, lucky. Okay, so I think black is hell bent on
Yeah, that's
trying to
probably a trap.
create.
That's a trap by
Yes.
white.
Yes.
Black doesn't fall for it.
Yep. Or would it have made a difference after bishop here? Probably not, yeah? Anyway, it's going to be bishop and rook versus queen, which can freely play a few moves. So, okay. So what do you think about this endgame? It looks very equal, but is there any dynamics which gives one side the upper hand? My first thought is this pawn being pushed all the way to a4 and this b2 pawn becoming a kind of a problem. So I would
Yes.
prefer black. Okay, here I'm not. Yeah, okay. I think, who do you prefer to play here? I think now it's more obvious than before, but I think black is trying to push for the win. Is there a way
Yeah,
for
I think
white to
black will certainly win
position?
this.
Yes.
There's a massive
The
time advantage, and the black king comes towards the queen side in these positions, giving up
And
the
I like
king
the
side
way
pawn.
black is trying to convert the position. He didn't take this and take this, but would that still be a win, or there are more chances for white to get a draw?
That would give white more chances to make a draw.
Yes. So black is playing the real. Oh yeah. Now I think this is going to be more clear. Yes. The pawn
Yeah.
rolls, push, push. Yeah. Okay. And also the time advantage is huge. He barely used half the time in his clock. Jack two
So
two one two.
I feel like the result is maybe clear. Maybe you can have a look at different games.
The other games, sure, of course. So secret matter. Okay, so we are almost halfway through the tournament, and the top three players are all IMs. One is Miracle, okay, and second place is Secret Magnus, and then there is Dr. Melchus. I think they have all played
Interesting
against each
user
other.
games.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
That's the beauty of the arena format. You can play against each other so many times. I think unlimited
several.
amount of time.
True. So, okay, should we be seeing any other game from the top? Any
Let's
interesting
look at
game?
the game between Dr. Malachus against Wizard 98.
Okay, Wizard 98. Okay, so
Wizard
what?
98.
Oh,
He's lost. I didn't
okay.
expect that.
Okay, do you want to have a look at how? Oh, I think white is better right from here. Okay, something happened from here. Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, that was a nice
Oh,
tactic. Rook into e4.
yes. And yeah, okay. I think probably he missed rook takes e4, but yes. Okay. And yeah, from here, I think white is having a fine position. There's no way white can be in much trouble. Yeah, it's this position highly favors a knight and bishop, I believe. What is your perspective in this position, Srinath?
It's it's actually, I think, complex. It's not so simple because black also has these two pawns against the two minor pieces, and I think roughly it seems a bit balanced.
Yes, true. Okay. And oh,
But
this
the
is
rook
where
s7 was a blunder.
okay. Yeah,
He
but
should have
this is
played
one.
knight to
But in bullet or blitz games, having two minor pieces will always have some forks or pins anywhere, anytime. So this is what happened here. A nice little fork, and yeah, now white is clearly winning. Okay, so moving back to the tournament. So perhaps we should be seeing. Oh, what is the 1900 doing here? Okay, is he in the top or is it just random? Okay. I think this is quite random here. So let's have a look at this
Ayush
game.
GM.
Ayush GM. Okay.
Oh yeah, this is also a very nice trick, by the way. When you're playing against some of the top players, and if they berserk, you don't need to berserk back.
Oh, yes, true. And you can just try to use the time advantage. So,
Yeah,
but okay. Okay, this is a pretty decent game from white if we look at it against a player who is very high rated compared to. Well, black is clearly pushing and he has a weakness here, but I think
which
white
I
is
think is
doing.
going to fall because after rook d3, black will play e5 now.
Oh, I think he didn't play e5 yet. I think he'll play e5 now, or is there anything wrong with e5? You can't push it, right?
e5 made
So,
it d5.
oh, takes,
Yeah,
takes, takes, and maybe takes. Huh.
yes.
Okay, that is the reason why he's not playing e5. So, okay. Oh, so he's trying to get rid of this pawn being a hanging pawn. He'd probably take and Oh, okay, this is much simpler, I believe.
Yeah, takes on
I
b1,
would
takes
push
on
to be
b3,
honest, or yeah, okay, pushing is
a3, yes,
better.
also makes a lot of
Yes,
sense.
yeah, because this becomes a permanent weakness rather than taking. So okay, I think black will convert this, but
Do you think
so
that time control is enough to convert? Like
I
Sorry?
since
would
it's a main game.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yeah, is the time of like 35 seconds enough to, convert this game? And also it's a rook end game, so
It's a lot of time for, I think, this person, Dr. Malkus, because, like I just mentioned earlier, 30 seconds online, especially, it also depends from server to server. On the Lichess server, you get even more time to make your moves because the server is super smooth and super fast. And you also can make multiple pre moves without losing time. So if you're in a position where you're completely winning, and let's say all you need to do is a ladder mate, then even if you have like 0.5 seconds, you can still win from that position. So leeches, in general, online, yes, 35 seconds is a lot of time, even more so on the server. Offline, 35 seconds is a bit less time, but even then, for a position which is this good, I think it's sufficient time.
yes,
I hope
he's
viewers are
still
taking note of this.
yeah, and then checkmate. Okay, that's a very nice tournament here. So the lead is okay. It's been a very tight competition between Secret Magnus, Miracle, and Doctor Malekis. So okay, I think the top has been the same for okay. Some players are joining, and I think Praveen Attacker, who was in the lead, has had a tiny slip where he had to face some very strong players here. So okay, is there any title players here? Okay, I think we can have a look at the second section. So let us have a look at Innocent Guy. Okay, I like the name. Maybe we can have a look at this game. Let's have a look at it. Okay, so this position is quite interesting. Mm, okay, what is your perspective about this position, Srinath?
It's definitely a little bit better for white because of the pair of bishops. But it's not such a substantial advantage. So now in these positions, white will try to break with f5, f4, g4, f5 to try and open more avenues where the two bishops can show their superiority. And now the position has really become very good for white. The two
Yes,
bishops are clearly superior. The f7 pawn is
yes,
a big weakness. Bishop h5 comes in next. The white king is also better placed. The king goes to
yes.
d5,
Okay, yeah, king d5
and
is
pretty soon the f7 pawn should fall.
It's so good
f6
to
is
see
a
like
good
players
defensive
playing
move.
so precisely
yes.
in such time control.
Sorry, what was your question again?
No, no, I was saying that it's so interesting to see, players playing so precisely in such a short time.
Yes, with practice, you actually improve a lot. And I saw this phenomenon happening real time, especially during the pandemic. Before the pandemic, it was not such a normal thing to play online. By the way, I think we are going into a drawn Endgame. Black has
Oh,
managed to defend really well, and it's a draw.
was
And
there
Akash
a
Davi is very
win
good in these.
somewhere here? No, there was no win here. Okay, this was calculated. Yes, and yes. Okay, very nice defense by Black, who was having a slightly worse position, like you mentioned, but managed to defend well. F6 was the lifesaver. So, okay, let's continue with the top. If there is any changes in the top, I think Yusuf is catching on, and Yusuf. Let's have a look at. Oh, it's Dr. Melikas versus Yusuf. Probably we can have a look at the game. And okay, this is the position so far.
Yusuf might be catching up, but not in this game. In the
Probably.
tournament, maybe, but this game he's
Yes.
completely lost.
Three pawn.
Very
Yes, true.
curiously, he didn't take the a4 pawn. I don't know why they're being so kind to the.
A4. Okay. Not really sure. Is
He
there
was
any
hanging so many times.
yeah, I saw that as well for some reason. Oh, it's here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Here. What? Is there any trick? I'm not sure. Okay. Probably he didn't expect him to play this because it was already protected. So he just went, okay, let's have a look at what's happening now. Oh, okay. Yusuf is here.
Now white is just flagging black.
Yeah. That's sometimes quite painful. And okay, yeah.
We have
He's
one
kind of
chat
fixed already.
request in the chat, like they want to give game for CB underscore Keshav 123.
Okay, CB underscore Keshav
Keshav,
123.
can you have a quick look at that?
CB underscore Keshav 123. Okay, I believe he will be playing in one tournament here. This is
Yeah.
the one which he's playing right now. Okay, let's have a look at how he's playing in this tournament. So I think Black is having a very tough situation here where the development is a little bit bad, but I think Black has some chances to get back. Considering, let's have a look at the game from the beginning. Oh, he's playing the England Gambit. So I have a very important question to ask Srinath. What is your perspective about playing these Gambit lines early on when you're starting chess?
Again, I'm not a big fan of doing that when you're starting out. When you're starting out, you need to learn to develop your pieces. You
True.
need to get your pieces out in the first 10, 20 moves.
True. And yeah, and after this, I think this is, yeah, it's game over. Well, I wish Keshav good luck to win the remaining rounds and play stronger. So let's have a look at the remaining games. Also, yeah, now that you mentioned that you would prefer activity compared to gambits, isn't the whole point of gambits to gain quicker activity?
Um, yes, but it immediately puts the game into more complex waters because you become a pawn down and then you start chasing after it. And when you're starting out, I think it's important to master the simpler aspects first before going into something more complex.
Bro, completely agree. So, okay, I just want to see how this game is going to go. Mitraba is a very strong player against meant to win. Okay, it's looking like White is having a very nice position.
Yeah, Mentoven is doing great, and it looks
Yes,
like she's
she is
she's
meant
about
to
to
win.
checkmate.
Okay, so looks like this is. I feel like there might be it. There's no checkmate ideas here. Fortunately, not. If only could we? No, it's still not working. This knight's a very good defender.
Actually,
Uh,
now White could have played Queen. Yeah, okay,
oh,
she wins anyway.
okay. Game over. Yes, I think
Also,
checkmate
for
is
the
there.
viewers, we have 24 minutes for the tournament to end, so please stay with us.
And looking at the tournament leadings, as we can see, Dr. Melikis is in the top with 44 points. And second is Secret Magnus with 36 points. And then Meant to Win with 34 after that win. I think that is probably one of the upsets in the tournament where Meant to Win played really nice chess and got the upper hand over GM Mitraba. So okay, looking at other games, is there any game which you would like to choose, Coach Sanskriti?
Yeah, we have one more request in the chat box. It's Shaurya Lohit. I'm not sure if
Okay,
that's their username.
okay, Shaurya Lohit. Okay, I think I can search for it.
Yeah, if you want us
Shaurya.
to check out the games, please put the username as it is
Yeah,
on the lead
please
list.
put the
We check
username in
who
the chat.
have.
So, okay, while we look at, we search for a username, we can try to look at
Yes.
one game here which is happening. I think we can have a look at Indian Fire. Just the name is looking quite catchy against Praveen Attacker. Okay, so this looks like another Berserk game, and Black seems to be having. Hmm, I think Black should be winning here. No, I don't think so. I think white is C. I don't think there is any attack for black. I was wondering about this bishop b7 and light square weaknesses, but I don't think it's going to be much of a
Yeah,
problem.
no real attack. Oh, beautiful fork there, queen b3. Black
Yes,
defense with
queen
bishop
b3.
c8. I think
Yeah,
no
but
real
I
attack, but when your opponent has only 20 seconds, you have chances in these positions. And white is also playing very slow.
true.
Very slow in
Maybe
relation to the amount of time white
rook
has
takes
remaining.
f5 work. Just grabbing a pawn
It
and
does.
continuing with the attack. Yes, I think so.
Yeah,
Okay.
it would have worked.
And okay.
But I
Oh,
can
is
sense
there?
white already in panic.
Yes, and the time is going. I think, yeah. Okay. I think 3 seconds is just going to be tough. Yeah, can see some flagging gonna happen here.
Yeah,
Oh,
loses
yeah.
rook as well.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're purely flagged. So, okay, that was a very nice game. So, let us have a look at the remaining games here. Would you like
Who's
to
this
choose
third one? Like Montest player? Who's that?
Montest? Okay, let's have a look at Montest. He has been in the top 10 for a very long
Yeah.
while. So let's see him playing against Kuni the attacker. Okay, let's have a look at this game. So the position arises from a Philidor, I believe. Yes, a Philidor. Philidor has recently gained popularity in club level, if not in the elite level. I think, okay, this is a classical Philidor, but I'm not sure this is the right setup to play against the Philidor for white, right? It's
Yeah, but
kind
I
of
think
a
it's not bad either. White is doing the basics right. Center development.
true. And I think, yeah, should be. Do you think white should have tried this, or I think it wouldn't have made much difference after bishop f8.
Yes.
So who do you think is better? White has space advantage and black looks solid. Whom would you prefer in this position, white or black?
No, I think white is certainly better. And here black played knight into e4, bishop into e4, rook into e4, and now white found a brilliant move. Bishop into
Oh,
g7.
yes. That's very nice. And queen here. This is just amazing. Okay.
Also, like Sir said, if we look at the piece activity earlier, like Black's pieces
Yes,
were a bit
white was
massive.
having, yes. I think black kind of ran out of plans after making that advance on the queen side. Few moves which black played were fine, but not very threatening. So, okay, black is holding on, but okay. Is there any reason not to play this, or maybe it's not?
Now, for now, black can defend with rook e8. So white is trying to bring more pieces in. And black has sort of come back into the game because black found the time to get their pieces out, which was
Yes,
sorely lacking
this
in
is a
white's
very
position
solid.
earlier.
Yes, true. And somehow, is there a better way? Though I think the knight cannot come to the game in any way, any better way. So, okay, okay. Let's see if Kuni the attacker is able to find some attacking moves here. Here, e8. It's quite complex. I can't really make a decision for both sides if you ask me. I mean, black's only. Is there anything which black can do other than holding on to the position? Should he try to,
You should wait, I think,
Yeah. Okay.
because he didn't need to actually even defend that pawn because if white had taken that pawn, the d4 knight would be hanging. So if I was black, I would have just played a waiting move. And with bishop e8, black might potentially be trying to get that bishop to c6 in the future and try and attack the g2 point of white and
Yes.
slowly start trying
After
to
the
take
knight
over the
moves,
counterplay.
yes,
But
probably. But
yeah,
after
and
that, let's
especially
assume that f3 is played, and then there might not be much on this diagonal, but there will be other weaknesses which you can attack, I believe. Yes, I think this is what Montest player is trying to play. Is there any sort
yeah.
of tactic, or not really sure?
Viewers,
No,
I
especially
hope
in this
you're
time.
getting a lot of insights. Tell us, where are you joining from?
Yes,
Yeah,
and
tell us where you're joining from in the chat. And once again, do hit that like button so that more people know that uh, the stream is going on and more people tune in. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I think one of the keys in this format, 3+0, is you need to keep making these moves fast. You need to keep making these moves every few seconds. Uh, Make decent fast moves, keep making moves. And time is a very, very important real factor. You can get flagged pretty easily.
true. And we should not get lost in the thought and take too much time for a single move. So that is
Yeah.
quite important. Okay, I think there's
Wow.
some sort of
I hit
attack. Wow.
4.
But
This
queen takes
Black
this.
was trying to set this
Uh,
up since forever.
yes, and finally it's working. But is there? No, I don't think there is any counterplay. No, I don't think so. Is there
The
any?
rook on a5, isn't it weirdly placed?
Yeah, White got a bit
Yeah,
careless for a second.
yes, because
Uh,
anyway he was not going to A. The sole purpose was to attack this, and oh, okay.
Now Queen
Oh,
D on his checkmate.
yeah, mate. Oh, that's a very nice finish. Okay, finally, Black got his goal. That was very beautiful play. From a seemingly defensive position, he managed to get a counter attack with very beautiful plans. Okay, let's have a look at the remaining games. Okay, we have a new leader at the top, Angelito, who was still in the top five but managed to get to the first place now. And I believe that okay, the remaining, I think Yusuf also caught up to the leaderboards. Everyone is competing. I think the if you look at the points, there is not big difference between the first place and the 10th place. A few wins with streak could easily lead you to the top. So, but anything can happen in this, and there's only 15 minutes left in the tournament. So that's
Yeah.
quite good. So, is there any
With
other
15 minutes
interesting?
left, it's realistically a maximum of 5 games, assuming that 2 players burst it, that's 3 minutes per game.
True,
And it's a considerable amount of games, but not a whole lot. Not enough for Wizard 98, I think, to catch up with an Angelito.
true,
But for someone like Yusuf and Angelito, there's really not much of a difference between 3 and 1.
true. And
So
do you think
there's a
Secret
question
Magnus has a
from
hope?
one of the viewer. They are asking, what is the weather like there? So we are joining from Mumbai. Srinath sir is joining from Chennai. So for us, it's like winter, not that much. How it's like for you, Srinath sir?
It's colder than the typical Chennai weather. So I'm able to be here without a fan or AC. So definitely colder than the previous years, but yeah, otherwise it's of course warm compared to. It can't be quite called a winter. How about Rajesh? Where are you joining from?
Well, I'm joining from Thailand, Bangkok, and the weather is pretty fine. It's pretty neutral. It's not too sunny, it's not too cold. It's just perfect here for now. So,
Three tropical places.
yes, true. I was in Chennai before and now I'm in Thailand. So, Chennai was also moderate when I was staying a couple of days back. It was nice there too. Okay. So,
We
okay,
have
let's
one
have
more request. Like, can you take the game of Innocent Guy? I think we had looked at
innocent
that.
guy. I think we saw, yes, let's have a look at Innocent Guy against Inox. Okay, let's have a look at this game. So, oh, this game is over. Okay,
Oh, it's
well, let's
already
have a
over.
look at this. So, C5, okay, Benoni. Okay, and it has kind of went to this position. And we shall
Who
have
is
a look.
who is innocent guy? Do we have any idea?
He's from India and he's apparently a very strong bullet player. But yeah, I'm not really sure I know who Innocent Guy is. But from what I can see, he's a really strong player. So what do you think about this position, Srinath?
Symmetrical, equal, and as you see, Black did a good job developing the pieces, getting that bishop out, not getting it locked with the behind the e6 pawn, like we saw in one of the earlier games. A white, on the other hand, that's the difference between the black bishop on h5 and the white bishop on b2. The b2 bishop is stuck between white's pawns, stuck behind white's pawns. The b2 bishop is limited by the pawn on d4, whereas black has more active pieces. The rook on c8 is on an open file, and this allows black to get in to the c file from the c2 point.
True. And also, white has just weakened the b4 square as well. So I think things are going good. And also for the c file, do you think that white can also challenge you on the c file just as much as black?
White should try to do that, but I'm not sure if white will be successful in doing it. After rook c7, bishop into b4, bishop into b4, rook c1. This was a blunder by white. And this is exactly what happens. When you have more control over the chessboard, there are more tactical possibilities.
Yes, this bishop will be left hanging, yes. So I think the queen became an overloaded piece defending too many things. So rook takes e1, queen takes e1, and yeah, finally black managed to get the tactics, and I think black easily won the game. Okay, very nice. So I think I'll allow yes. So which game do you want to see, Srinath? Any games from here?
So since we are going pretty close towards the time control, I think we should look at some of the top games. Whichever top game is there. Mitraba against Yusuf.
Okay, Mitraba against Yusuf. Let's have a look at this. Oh, I think they're trying
flagging
to flag
is going on. Both the players don't want to take the rooks because they want to flag.
Yes,
because draw is going to break the streak of both of them.
Probably, yes, I believe so. Would it have broken their streak? Let's have a look. Yeah, Mitraba didn't have a streak, but I think Yusuf had a streak. Yes, so
yeah.
Okay.
So it's pretty damaging.
That's going to be crucial, yes. Okay. So any other top level game there is who's going to be
I wonder what is Angelito up to and Dr. Malakas. They don't have any games. Oh yeah, Angelito is playing against Junior Charosek. I think we should go there because Angelito is the front runner to win this tournament. Has a big lead. He's at number 1. His opponent is at number 17, but as you see, he's also a very capable chess player. Has an advantage, I would say, right now because of 3 extra pawns, and also he has a massive time advantage because he did not berserk.
Yes, true. Okay.
And he's going for a
what do you think about this position? Black is having 2 minor pieces against the rook.
Yeah, 2 minor pieces and the rook. I think it more or less cancels each other out.
You go here for a
checkmate. Look at that beautiful mate.
Okay, that's going to be.
And he's not even doing it immediately. He's making it. He wants him to resign.
Okay. Yeah, that is amazing. Oh, that is a huge upset. So I think that also plays a vital part in the final standings of the game. So I haven't seen much often where
everything in arenas.
Yes, this is just wow, so amazing. So this is one of the drawbacks when you berserk. You know, when you play berserk against a reasonably fine player who can make quick moves without making any huge blunders, it's going to be very difficult for the other player to just convert. So looking back at the standings, now we have a new leader. Secret Magnus.
Secret Magnus.
Okay, all right. So Magnus has been winning a lot of events, and currently Secret Magnus.
Oh, Secret Magnus is playing against our head coach.
Oh, Evil Genius. Let's have a look at this game. We must have a look at this game. Okay. So what do you think about this position here?
Firstly, I would say smart by white, not the berserk. Yes. And in terms of the position, it seems fine for white. It's about equal. D4, interesting. White doesn't need to play so fast though, because they have a massive time advantage. I think he has to play D5 and then cancel.
I believe so.
Okay, this is some pressure. He's lost a pawn.
True.
White has lost a pawn and he's lost the second pawn. And the pawn on c3 is a powerful pass pawn.
Sure.
He's lost a third pawn because I think black should be able to take maybe not. Because knight into e5, there's still queen into c3 and no good discovered check for black.
True. So,
but he loses the third pawn on a2.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Also, Srinath sir, like you can see the rating difference between the two of them is like huge. So in such moments, is it preferable for the higher rated player to use Berserk? Like, what do you think?
Berserk is again, it's only useful in arenas, and yes, in certain cases you need to take that calculated risk. In certain cases, you might need to take that risk even if the opponent is a player close to your rating. Um, this happens a lot in the title arena, which happens on leeches every month. And I'm not one of the strongest players when I'm playing these arenas. The strongest ones used to be Magnus and Aliras and players of that level. So against them, I generally had a policy of not berserking at all. And then there used to be a mid-level of players against whom I would berserk only if they berserk. Here, black pawn is unstoppable. Okay, it's stoppable, but white would need to give up the bishop. So at this point, it's purely on whether
Yeah.
white wants to prolong the game or not.
True. And 15 minutes is enough to 50 seconds is enough to convert this.
Oh, white resigned.
Yes, of course. And okay, I think Secret Magnus has cemented his spot with just 7 minutes left. And is there a chance Angelito can catch up? Oh,
Angelito does
he's
have a
playing.
chance.
Okay, against Doctor. Yeah, he has a streak, so he's playing against
Yeah,
Doctor.
he just won a game. So if he wins this, he's going to get another 5 points. And
Yes.
the position seems better for white because the 10-second advantage is massive in this situation.
Okay. So I think White has an extra pawn and a fine placed knight, but would you
Yeah,
recommend to play knight e3 or just allow takes?
93, I
But
think
I
the
think
problem was rook b3.
yeah, probably yes.
So
And
rook a5 is fine. But now the
okay,
time gap has, I think, been
yes.
bridged.
Okay, king f2, rook b3, king e2,
Also,
g5.
I was just
Position is
curious,
completely
like,
winning.
in this
Yes.
positions, knight against the bishop, let's say, in this time format, what do you think? Does it make a difference? Because I don't know, maybe one has to be very precise with the knight jumping over. So, does that make some difference?
It certainly makes a difference. I think not in a blanket way that knight is better than the bishop or vice versa. But if you have a strategically better position, your position is easier to play, and therefore you can play faster. So in that sense, yes, that knight on f5 was actually pretty strong and posing problems to the g7 point. There, having a knight was certainly an advantage.
Okay, so Angelito is catching up with 56 and a streak. So I think the next Berserk win, he'll get 5 points, which will be 61, right?
Yeah,
So,
I think
and
it's
he's
it's only between Angelito and Yusuf. Sorry, Angelito and Secret Magnus. Yeah, one of these two players are going to win this.
true. And oh, the number 2 and number 3 are playing this game. So I
Yeah, and
think
we
this is
have
Yeah,
5 minutes for the tournament to end.
yes, true. Okay, very nice
for the
position here.
last game, effectively.
So what do you think about this position, Srinath?
Um, looks a little nicer for black at first sight. Wow, look at that speed. White has played 33 moves in just 10 seconds, and therefore he has lost the rook
Okay.
and the game.
All right, that is just wow. Okay. Sometimes, yeah, you just have to
Yeah.
be okay. I think the pressure of the tournament trying to end very soon is also playing a role, massive role in it. Okay,
Yeah, and because
61, 63. Oh, this is just
and they're
a
playing
one.
each other. Wow.
Oh, we
It's
okay.
Secret Magnus against
This
Angelito. And
this is
Interesting.
Secret
probably
Magnus cleverly not berserking. So he's not going to let this game end within this 4 minutes.
true. So, oh, that is a very
That's
wise
so
choice.
calculative.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So,
But
but
Angelito can take it in his hand if he doesn't spend more than 1 minute to win this game. So it's a bit like those situations in cricket, where you have to chase within 30 overs to get your net run rate up. It's that kind
True.
of a situation. Black needs to win without getting under 2 minutes, because actually he has even less time than that, right? We have 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, and white has 2 minutes and 28 seconds. So black needs to win without his time going below 2 minutes and 10 seconds. And I think that's not going to happen.
Okay, does this begin from a King's Indian or looks like a King's Indian position if we look at the beginning stages? Okay, it's not a King's
That is from
Indian.
a Queen's Indian.
Yes, it's a Queen's Indian. And okay. Oh, just look at the
White is
position.
keeping the
A
position
very
so close. So why black needs to
yes.
make a lot of
He just
moves
got
to be able
all
to
the
win this. He had knight into
I
e4,
think
by the
see.
way.
Oh yes,
He
knight
had
to
knight into
e4 was
e4 a
another.
couple of moves earlier,
Oh, okay. But this
but
is
no
the
time to.
disadvantage when you have lack of space. There will be some tactic hanging around somewhere. So this is just yes.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Do you think black can win? Hmm, okay.
black can win. Yes, black can certainly win. The question is if he's going to do it on time or no. Rook into g2 is a devastating threat. Bishop g2 is also a threat. The black queen
Yes.
is threatening to
Okay,
come all the way
he's
in.
okay. Bishop g2. Okay, this is
Also,
And
just
viewers who
finally,
are
black
still
taking a
here
bit of
with
a
us,
breather.
please, please like this video, and I'm pretty sure that you are, have like enjoying and also noting down all the insights from Srinath sir.
The white
so
king finally runs away, and it's just 15 seconds more for white, for black, unfortunately. It's a massive
okay.
no contest by this point.
True. Okay. This is quite intense though. I think he can just
Yeah, the white king just goes all the way to a1 or a2
true.
and says that you can't really do anything. And yeah, now the
Oh, it's a draw by
timer
mutual
has gone.
agreement. Okay. Really?
How
Okay,
does this
that's quite
affect the standings?
I don't think so. They're happy with the first place and the second place, I think. I don't think they are really battling for the first place. I mean, okay. And okay,
No,
that
but
means does
actually,
innocent
you
guy
have
have
a
a
you have time to make another draw, another
but
few
innocent
draws.
guy has a chance to go all the way to the top if he wins this game within 43 seconds. So, okay,
Mm,
is it possible? I don't think so. It's a bit, yeah, I don't see any. Oh, he's also going for queen e3. Yeah, I think that's, yep. From what I can see, I'm pretty sure that white cannot win this game in 20 seconds, can he?
yeah.
Knight c6, or I think knight c6 is there.
And I guess
Okay,
by this
let's.
point, not a lot of games are going on, and we have times up.
Yes, and the
Oh, we
tournament
have
has
our
ended.
time.
And we shall have a look at the top 10 participants of this wonderful event. So in the 10th place, we have Akash Dalvi, who has got 44 points. And in the 9th place, we have GM Wizard 98. And he has got 45 points. It's a very close tie here. And 8th place is Miracle with 46 points. And on 7th is GM Mitraba with 48 points. And the only untitled player in the top 10, Montest player with 53 points. I think he had a very wonderful tournament considering the everyone in the top 10 to be titled. And would Srinath like to mention the top 5 players of this tournament?
Yeah, so at number 5 is the Yosef, 2013. I think he's from Indonesia. On 4 is Dr. Melekas, who played fantastically all through the tournament. And at number 3 is Innocent Guy, Candidate Master Innocent Guy. I'm really curious to know the name behind the ID. And number 2 is Angelito RT. And the champion of the tournament, which is something we are very used to in the chess community by now, the name Magnus is International Masters Secret Magnus.
And congrats to all the winners who have won prizes. It was a really wonderful event. I'm pretty sure in our 3.0 version, there will be so many users with the name Magnus just to win the title. So it was a wonderful experience trying to look at these games with you both. It was really a pleasure for me. And the prize distribution will be on 20th of January for those who are wondering. It will be by Chessbrainz community. So, what are your viewpoints about this tournament, Sanskriti?
Yeah, first of all, congratulations like to all the winners and also the participants who have joined. And again, thank you so much, Srinath sir, for joining this and sharing so many insights with us. I also thank our team here and the Chess Brains for conducting this event. Also for our viewers, they have been like a great audience. If you want like more updates about this tournament, results and more such updates, so you can definitely follow their social medias. You can subscribe to the YouTube channel, and also there would be a link to the Instagram page, so you can link in the description. You can definitely follow that.
Okay, and your viewpoints about the tournament, Srinath?
It was a great experience following the tournament and um, commentating with you both. First of all, a huge shout out to Chessbrainz for having this tournament, for conducting this tournament with all the prizes, which attracted a lot of top players, thereby giving the opportunity for a lot of budding young kids and upcoming chess players to play against top players. So that was it's a great initiative, and it's a very welcome thing in today's times. We had a lot of these tournaments online during the COVID pandemic, but not a lot of online tournaments in recent times. So having such a strong tournament like this is, I think, a great blessing to the chess community. And I thoroughly enjoyed following the tournament. So thank you for everyone who tuned in, and thank you, Rajesh and Sanskriti. It was a great time with you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you
So
so
sir, do
much,
you think
Srinath,
there should
sir.
be 3.0 as well?
I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all are very excited for Battle of 64 Championship 3.0, which I am pretty sure Chess Brains will be planning on conducting very soon. So I thank the community of Chess Brains to give the opportunity to a lot of players, young kids, to old people, everyone to take part in this tournament and show their skills. And I think we will be winding up for today. Thank you so much, Srinath and Sanskriti, for joining. And it was really a pleasure to do the streaming with you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Yeah. Bye.